over here. Welcome back. I didn't see you come in. This is Soarin Scratchin. You've joined us again. I am the Eagle fan. My friend who has been with me on many of an adventure here. Somewhere off in the nether over here.
Ah, that's right. I happen to be Evil Chicken. And goodness gracious, I can't tell you how thankful we are that you're here with us on this journey of discovery. So, what are we discovering, Dave?
We're discovering, I think, some more comedy.
Ah, I like that.
This is
I
a
like it.
road we have driven down before, and we really like this road. We're going to watch something called Weapons. The internet historian.
Oh, wow.
Who, if you get a chance, check out his channel. I think it's amazing. I think he does such a great job.
Yeah, you need to go and see everything he does, and then search for the hidden gems somewhere along the line. But weapons,
yes,
I don't know. In the right hands, Dave, anything could be a weapon. You got this. You got one of these. You got
this is true.
Whatever that is.
I've got a pen around here somewhere. I heard that's my
pillbox.
Sword.
My pillbox. That's right.
Are you ready, sir?
Anything's a weapon. My back scratcher. Yes.
He is trained, so don't set him off. Don't set him off. That's all I'm gonna say. Those hands are registered lethal weapons.
These stubby sausage-like fingers.
So, you ready, sir?
I am.
You guys out there ready? I know I am. Let's see it.
Weapons. Weapons. Am I good with a weapon? Yes. Am I carrying weapons on me? Always. Pistols at sunset, the bullets don't reach that far. Aha, check out this weapon I just made. Stay still. Predator missiles. They're working in league with the torpedoes. Tactical airstrike. Why, what's air supposed to do? All this and more on this episode of In the Battlefield. Get it? Sorry if I sound weird. It's because I went to the Asian supermarket today.
Yeah?
Because we bought some AstroTurf.
Fake grass.
Yeah, I didn't want to take care of it, so we AstroTurfed some of the backyard, right?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like shit. Anyway, the neighbor's cat has started shitting on the AstroTurf. What am I going to do? I can't just kill the neighbor's cat. I don't think I can get away with that. I didn't want to get into it with the neighbors either. Excuse me? Do you know you've got a cat and it shits on... Like,
You can't police a cat in the same way that you can a dog.
That's right.
Cats are a law unto themselves.
So I went to the Chinese supermarket, right? Because obviously the thing to do is to buy about 3 liters of chili oil and then fill a weed sprayer with it and then just start spraying the whole thing in chili oil to the point where it just kind of turns red and then it starts trying to take a shit and then it goes, oh god.
It turns the grass red or it turns the shit red, and you're hoping that this is going to like scare the cat. So something's going wrong here. This is
Oh my god.
So, the grass is looking a lot redder than it usually does.
Wait, this is the AstroTurf. So essentially it's dyed fake grass red.
Yeah, pretty much. And, the whole place reeks of chili oil. And the cat shits there anyway. Then, boy, is he going to have won this war.
Could you not have just let the shitting continue? And
No, it's an outrageous amount of shit. He's taking, 3 shits a day. He doesn't even keep it to the sort of back of the property where you wouldn't notice it. It's, right on the front. That's the first thing a guest would see. And then we've got a cat. And so people think, oh, you guys are just fucking dirty. Why don't you clean up after yourself? No, you don't. So anyway, that's the reason I went to the Asian supermarket. And
So,
Yes.
how you like it so far, sir?
I'm on the edge of wetness. I'm laughing so hard. I'm in. As one does, you get the Asian chili for the.
The thing about this is actually a double reaction because I haven't seen it either. So.
This is brilliant. Oh my god. Okay.
This, I think,
The
is a
back of
good
my
way
head
to spend
is
the
hurting because I'm smiling too much.
I am always very pleased with the videos I've seen from,
Oh my
from
God.
him on any of his channels, and also a shout out to everyone else behind the scenes, because I know there's others behind the scenes there with him as well.
Oh my God.
Very good job to editing basically his delivery. I just absolutely love.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
And I love the stock footage that he puts in, like the old couple there. It's like,
and the cat.
and then, yeah, and that harpoon that comes up his mouth. Okay. I'm ready. I'm
I will
ready.
stop fanboying now. I'm sorry.
Yes, me too. Okay. All right.
And while I was there was some sour candy.
Ooh.
That's the full story of why I'm eating sour candy. So you've seen the gay bomb, right?
I've heard of it. I'm fascinated by it naturally because it was theoretical, right?
Yes.
I love that.
Wait,
Simon
what?
Fisher is rainbow.
What?
I think the
A-bomb.
chief idea behind it was, okay, you make your enemy uninhibited
Uh-huh.
and extremely aroused, and then they are more likely in a non-combat situation to start doing it with each other. It wouldn't work in a fight. No one's going to go, oh, I'm just too horny to fight, and they just start running in the other direction. But maybe it's a permanent change. You've got your wife back home and your kids. What if you come home gay? Sorry, honey, I gotta be my true self now.
This might really backfire because it might make the opposing army like even more bonded with one another. Because now they're just like, I gotta save my
Yes.
dude because like he's great. I love him.
Maybe this is the end of
Thinking
war,
of
though.
this, like super elite gay army.
It's just you and me, skin on skin.
That are just so loyal to one another that they are unstoppable.
Just like rolling in rainbow camouflage. Everybody's just like super afraid of them.
What about guns? Have you ever fired a gun?
Yeah, only a rifle. Yeah, I thought it was pretty neat.
When I was in America, I made a beeline for the gun range.
Yeah?
Went full hog. I wanted to see what it was like. And, yeah, it
Yeah.
turns out. Yeah, it really made me feel like a man.
People do say that though, you know, a bit dismissively, but there must be something absolutely instinctual about holding a weapon. You'll sort of notice it if you ever go for a hike and you pick up a stick that just feels really well weighted to hold and you could use it like a weapon. I do find myself like naturally carrying that around and just sort of feeling good about it.
Yeah, it's the ultimate tool.
Yeah, I bet there's something about that. In the past, the ones that pick up a pretty good stick and just walk around with it survive a lot more.
Absolutely.
It's so loud though.
Oh, God.
I can't stand how loud they are. Oh, silencers are banned in most states, I think. And it seems to me like the reason that legislation has come into place is because everybody watches the movies and thinks that a gun with a silencer on it sounds like...
Yeah.
Yeah, like
does
it's in
not.
Hitman, but it's actually just there so you don't go fucking deaf.
Yeah.
It's still really loud. I suppose you wouldn't be able to recognize that sound so regularly.
No. Can you silence a shotgun? Oh, you can. Actually, adds a degree of style to it. The silencer is a bit like adding a mustache.
Like a clone
to your
trooper
gun.
rifle.
Yeah, it does make it look a lot cooler. You got to admit that much. Like,
Oh,
that
definitely.
lame.
Oh.
Hey, that's like immediately cool. Dun, dun, dun. Like, I even think he becomes more handsome
Yeah,
between
look.
shots. You know?
Play it again. I'm going to close my eyes and just...
Yeah, actually, I think he's got a point there.
Yeah, he looks good. He looks good.
Except for that weird shotgun one.
Yeah, wow.
That looked like a weapon you would see
In the Clone Wars.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, you think that, you know, maybe the Mandalorian or perhaps Boba Fett or Dengar or one of the famous bounty hunters would have something like that. Here's Bosk. He's got, oh, look out. He's got that shotgun.
I was thinking like Mass Effect or something. You'd see it there.
Yeah, there we are.
Welcome to America's favorite game show. Silenced or unsilenced? Alright. Well, I was definitely silenced. Ooh, it sounded like no, but I couldn't really tell.
Okay, how about this one?
That is definitely not silenced. That is full hog.
Interesting.
Silenced.
Okay, all 4 of those were silenced.
Ah, you tricked me.
I did.
You correctly guessed that it was behind a pillow.
That's a bloody good one, isn't it? Because that wouldn't silence anything. I mean, it might make it quieter for the person who's getting shot. Why the hell else would that
I'm
work?
just going to put the pillow on so it doesn't hurt your ears.
Thank you. Pillow silencer.
120.7.
I like the idea that off-screen it's just like...
I like how it's got-
Yeah.
Now we'll use the pillow. All right, Jerry.
Jerry? So he's got tied up.
Take that, Jerry.
What's the deal with airplane peanuts?
Oh, yeah.
But it only went up to 102 decibels. 120.7.
CNN goes fully semi-auto.
This is the AR-15.
Right. A lot of people will buy this just because it's cool.
Why else would you buy a gun?
Is it illegal to look cool now? Is that what they're saying?
I'm sorry, I really dislike the sort of moralistic tone there of just like, some people just buy this gun to be cool. Yeah, of course.
Isn't that the reason for half the things we do? You buy a slightly nicer car, or you cut your hair a certain way.
Did you just get that haircut to look cool? Yeah, man.
The defining characteristic of the AR-15 is the speed and power of the bullet.
That whole defining feature of a bullet is that they go fast and are powerful.
Yeah, well, it's no good if it bounces right off you. Like, who fired this bullet? Like, what the hell happened here?
That looks like a classic, like GoldenEye N64 bullet hole as well. It's classic.
That's true.
Fire too
That was
many
a
and
great
these ones
game.
start disappearing. Alright, ordinary things. Let's do gun lessons from people who also don't know much about guns, but I know a little bit. Do you know what the difference is between automatic, semi-automatic, pump action?
Pump action is the one that where you've got to sort of like jerk the gun off before it'll fire again. Semi-automatic's more like
Yeah, one trigger pull, one bullet.
An automatic is like
Yeah, you hold it down and it goes all over the place.
If I wanted to fire this on full semi-automatic, all I do is keep firing. Now, I won't probably...
What does that mean? quick translate that.
How do they both look like Tim Cook?
It does.
He looks like Tim Cook and Mike Pence had a baby.
That's sweet. I don't like the way I can see the outline of his nipples through his shirt. I kind of feel like for the news, just where, like, I don't...
Do you find it erotic? Focus?
Yeah.
What I find distracting is that one seems much lower than the other.
Yeah, what's up with that?
It's a weapon designed to inflict maximum damage.
It's a weapon.
Yes, it is.
And not enough people are using Nord. So much of their private data is out in the open. I have to show everyone why Nord matters. You feel like you're mad. Pirating movies, I call the police. Stories with history, that guy is gay. He's not buying that for his dog.
Are you sure it's COVID?
Wrong building. Chinese spy.
Yeah, I'm just tired of being
Did you
single,
find
know.
some cream for that rash, Sarah? Up and away. Looks like I'm too late to save you hundreds of dollars with region-specific pricing on funerals. Why?
I couldn't let you expose my secret. That I actually enjoy playing Field of Tanks Mobile.
Oh, look at this! It's great!
Goodbye.
You could just use Nord, nobody would have known. Will Nord survive? Will the sponsorship contract be renewed? Find out next time on... Also get a huge deal off 2-year plan, plus 4 free extra months, yay! Nord.com/incognito.
This is the best way to advertise. I'm just saying.
There was this brand of sour candy
Cheers,
called
gents.
Toxic Waste. Do you get that in Australia?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Came in the little tub. I love that stuff.
Oh, man. I've been addicted to sour candy since I can remember. And of course, the more that you're told that you're not allowed something, the more alluring it becomes. I was about 5 or 6. I'd sneak some change from the kitchen counter. I would take a bit of a side route on the way home and go to the old dairy. And sometimes they would have this sour candy, and it was 5 cents a piece. And I'd go in there and I'd buy like $1 worth. I'd scoff it all down on the way home. One day, I got like $5 worth of coins. That gave you like 50 pieces, and 50 pieces is way too many to finish by the time you get home. So I had like half a bag full. I'm gonna have to hide this somehow. I'll just hide it under my shirt. And I walked into the house thinking no one's gonna be the wiser. And my sister, the first thing she saw was like, "What's in your shirt?" I'm like, "Oh, nothing." And I go running to my room, and maybe it was my mom and my dad, I don't know, they come running after. They go, "What is that? What do you got? What do you got?" I then like ran out, and then I just ran to the neighbors. It was like being caught with drugs, and I knew this neighbor kid, and I was like, "You gotta take this, you gotta take this." And he takes it and he hides it under the cushion and the couch in the lounge. And then I walk out the door of the neighbor's place. Nothing. It wasn't anything.
Still sweating from the sour candy as well. When I was a kid, my contraband was violent horror movies and such.
Oh, no.
And I remember one time my dad drove me to a sleepover, and I wanted to bring some horror movies that I had squirreled away in my room.
This is great. Your mum's cleaning your room, and she like looks under your bed, and instead of like porno mags, there's just Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, in fact, that did eventually happen. And I got given a stern talking to.
All right, ordinary things. Let me tell you all about the birds and bees.
Oh, gee, Pa. Oh, shucks. I don't know nothing about all that business.
Then you take her boyfriend's face and you put it on your face, and that's when you run into the room.
Possibly inspired by watching Midnight Express, I like got the DVDs and like taped them to my torso under my t-shirt.
I gotta say, I'm loving this.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Dave, have you ever tried this when you were a kid? Ever have a similar circumstance?
Actually, no.
Excuse me.
I was too good of a kid.
I know different, but I'm just kidding. Just kidding. So I can remember I always fancied myself a writer. Dave, you know this story. And at a certain age, well, let's just cut to the case. I was writing porn, and I didn't know a blessed thing from anything, but I was writing porn, and so somehow it got left out, and my mom found it, and she said to me, "George, I know you want to be a writer, but what I found was less than literary." Wow. So yes, I was caught with porn that I wrote.
See, I don't know if you saw. I was telling him though that you were 5 when you.
No, I missed that.
No. Now, my version of the end of this story is she then says, "This is so unrealistic. This is what it's supposed to." Let me edit this.
Yes.
So, for anyone out there that thinks he should get back into writing,
there you go.
In that direction, let him know.
Yeah, I was young. I needed the money.
Maybe you should do some fan fiction.
Wow.
Oh, Spock. I never knew.
Pure energy. So, maybe we should continue.
And I was just sat next to my dad on the drive there.
So did you get caught?
No, I didn't, but...
oh, what? Isn't there a big square outline on your shirt?
I think I put a jumper on as well. If I recall, actually, I remember my dad saying, like, "Aren't you warm in that?" I think it was summer and already sweating. What if he catches me with Kill Bill Volume 2 under my shirt?
So did you watch the movie at the place?
I don't think people were too impressed.
Right.
Do you want to watch this? Some guy gets his head cut off. No, man. Like, just want to talk about about girls and stuff.
We're just trying to have a good time.
Yeah. Oh, I was hoping I could ruin all your nights.
People get a fake foot. They lose it in a
bar brawl of some kind.
Yeah, exactly. So they give you a fake foot. So what would you do if you could have like any sort of fake foot become a weapon? What would the weapon be?
Well, how about it looks like a normal foot, but then I take it off and it's just like one big titanium spike.
Yeah.
You could like twist it off and replace it with other things like a snooker cue or one of those like grabbers.
Okay, so this isn't really a weapon. This is a multi-tool.
Yeah, I think
It's
so.
like a Swiss Army
Army
leg.
foot.
Yeah, a multi-tool. Multi-foot.
It would be quite good. You're caught in the wilderness or whatever, and then you've just got a whole bunch of tools in there.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, no problem. Let me start a fight. I would probably have it would be a gun for sure.
This is when you're in the woods, is it? Well, see, well, I'm next to you right now.
Yeah.
I've got my multi-tool, and I've just, like, twisted my axe attachment on, and I'm just, like, kicking wood. I'm kicking trees down.
Yeah, I'll shoot you, and then I'll take your multi-tool.
You won't have the twisty bit.
Yeah, you've got it like a key.
Exactly.
It'll click out of one.
The one of them is like a wheel powered by an engine that if I just balance on that one wheel, I can, like, go around like Rosie in the Jetsons.
Oh, shit, that would be good. Like those wheelie shoes, but it's diesel.
Yeah. As someone who's completely normal and well-adjusted, I have thought about if you were to kill someone, like what would be the best way to get away with it.
Yeah.
People could have these elaborate plans of kill him and I'll like burn the body in the bath. Nah. The best way is just to find them on the street, let off 2 rounds, and just walk away, hood up.
Yeah.
No fuss, no muss.
I think you're right. Right. Let's plan a murder.
Brilliant.
Because I don't understand how it's done in the modern day, and someone gets away with it.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm trying to kill you, right?
Cool. Yeah.
So first I have to find your address. I'd have to go to England. So now there's records of me searching your address. There's records of me being in the country. I then have to get to your place. I rent a car or I take an Uber. And then all along that route are cameras that are tracking the license plate of the car I'm in. And I've got a phone on me, and that's being constantly picked up on every cell tower.
Yeah, the first thing you want to do is leave your phone at home. If you're Ubering to your murder, I think like
Let's say I Uber within 5 kilometers of your place.
Okay.
And then I just start walking to your place. The whole route is going to have cameras along it. I get to your place, and what do? I like knock on the door, and then you answer it, and then I have to go like bang. Everybody sees.
Look at this dude.
No, okay. Nope. That means I need to break into your place. What do you do from there? This is becoming so difficult.
I say you got to smash the window in and make it look like a robbery gone wrong.
Bang. On the way out, I steal the DVDs real quick and just put them in my shirt. Then I guess you just sort of take off running. It'll still be a robbery gone wrong. And so they'll still start tracking these cameras.
Yeah.
They'll just start following the line.
We got him.
I think you're putting too much faith in the CCTV system. I think it is quite fallible. They're not everywhere.
Right. Anyway, point is, it's impossible ordinary things. It cannot be done.
I just think, if aliens are real, that just completely changes.
So what do you think? Is it possible?
Are aliens real? Is that what your question, Dave?
Yeah. Is it possible?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. What were you saying?
I was going to say, is it possible?
What, aliens?
No, in 2021. To get away with it.
Apparently
it is.
Unfortunately, yes.
But I would not know how. So
No, and I don't want to do a Google search. I don't know. I've planned art thefts, but I've never planned a murder.
Do tell.
I mean, like in those, oh hell, what was that film with, God, Pierce Brosnan made the sequel. Oh no, the remake, and I think it was.
Okay, are you watching this?
Was it Steve McQueen in the first one? I forget exactly what it was, but anyway, he was an art thief, And I always, because that's like. It's a mental challenge to make this happen. I mean,
I picture you like I don't know. If
yes, in a cat suit, dodging through, leaping through lasers.
No, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the show Psych.
Yes,
I picture you as Despero. Who, by the way, was also... Oh, You don't know who he
No.
also played? He was Wesley on.
Oh snap! You see, I truth be told, Dave, you said Despero, and I was like, hey, yeah. I'm like, who the hell is Despero? I mean, of course I know the two leads, you know.
Other than the Yin Yang Killer, he was the biggest person on the show in terms of.
You know what? I should have watched that show a lot more intensely. Oh my gosh, I love him. He's a fun guy, actually. Will Wheaton.
My daughter loved that show.
It's a great theme song.
Constantly, they wanted to many great theme songs actually.
Yeah. Yes.
Or many great versions of the same theme song. They found a thing, so they wanted to watch that. I don't think they ever got all the way through. It was her and her friend.
Okay.
Apparently, there is a pineapple of some sort
in every episode.
Every episode.
That's brilliant.
And they
yes.
wanted to watch it and find out, but I don't believe they ever actually got through all of it.
That's why there are websites.
There you go. Let's get back and find out about these aliens.
Yes, that's an interesting shift of gears.
Yes, it is. That's why we need weapons.
For the aliens?
We need to defend ourselves.
Maybe that explains why people are, You know what? We should just go ahead.
Changes the way everyone sees the world. It'd be amazing.
Maybe. What do you reckon the alien weapon would be?
Well, the anal probe is the classic. When combined with a gay bomb, it stops being a weapon.
That is not a weapon. It's a medical analytical tool.
Yes, that's a good point.
Yes. Do you reckon they clean the probe between analysing humans?
It depends what the aliens are doing with the probing. Are they just
it's a TV antenna.
Whole circumference for their files?
Yeah, what could be done there that wouldn't just be easily done with some sort of alien pill or an X-ray? I reckon they pull out that probe, go, this is fucking disgusting, and then they just shoot everyone up the airlock. They go, another one.
They're all gross.
This is gross every time.
I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. This is horrible.
You would think there would be just as much mouth probing as there would be.
Yes. Hopefully not with the same probe.
Let's go for the sweet end of the digestive system.
If you were going into a medieval battle, what's your choice? They're all on a wall.
That's a good
Which
question.
do you pick? Which way, Western man?
I've heard a scythe is pretty useless in battle.
A mace, though. I think a mace is good stuff.
Right.
Like, it can bludgeon, it's sharp, it's easy to use.
I don't particularly want any of these, to be honest.
That's picky. Wouldn't go with the scythe. Actually, not here for the battle. Just the battlefield is just in need of a bit of a train.
So if I could have any weapon, it would just be like this.
Sword and shield. I mean, it's a classic for a reason.
Let's say you and me, one-on-one, right?
All right.
So I've got the spear, you've got the shield and sword. Who do you reckon wins?
I reckon me.
Reckon?
I just got to bide my time and get you to stick the spear into the shield, and then I'm just cutting your spear in half, and you're done.
I don't think you're blocking anything with that shield.
Oh, you reckon?
Yeah, I think I'm poking at you, and you're moving your shield around, and then I managed to get just a little bit behind your shield at one point, and then I just press in.
You can't get my fingers, though. That's cheating. That's not fair.
Let's see, like, spear versus sword.
Spear versus sword. Brilliant.
We can put some money on it.
All right. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, he's sticking him. He's going to try and stick him good.
I fought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
I like the spin technique. Like, so you don't know when it's coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, the charge is the thing. As soon as the spear guy has...
It was at this moment that he knew.
got you to stop within spear distance,
yes.
It's game over. Spear wins. The key is not to be spooked by the spear.
Yeah, don't fear the spear.
Charge in like a motherfucker. He's half dressed like a bank robber and half dressed like a beekeeper.
Yeah, now that you've pointed that out, yeah. Give me all your bees. Where's the queen?
Fear the sting of Bee-Man.
Just back on maces, what do you think of this?
Morning Star.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that would fuck you up pretty good.
You know what the problem is with this weapon? it's got so many points, and they're like, if you hit someone right in the head with it in the heat of battle, it is liable to get stuck, and then you're in the situation where you're like trying to pull it out of someone's head, and then someone puts something in your head.
That'd be a bummer to clean too. Like, this thing would not go in a dishwasher very well at all. What's the, like, really weak version of this? Like, you could have this ball, but instead of spikes, you've got those, like, fingernail Cheetos. That'd be pretty good.
I'm trying to think of, like, a Nerf version of the Morning Star.
I like the idea of this. If it was much, much smaller, like the head was half the size of a golf ball, and it had these tiny little prongs, it would be exceptional for serving olives.
Yeah, that's true. I like that.
Right? You could take one of these, and then you just put like a dog too on it, and then you just chase people around the battlefield because no one wants to get the dog shit on them, you know?
That's true.
You'll be feared on the battlefield.
It's like when you go to prison. Obviously, I'm not strong. I don't have the option of like going up to the biggest guy in there and punching them. That wouldn't go well.
No.
Your only other option is to just act like the craziest fucker possible. I have shit on a stick, utterly unpredictable, terrifying human being.
If you spill, you know... Why is this funny to me? If you spill your apple juice over the front of your shirt, can you just pop back to your cell and throw on another shirt?
Surely.
Or you're like, oh, that's my only one, and then you have to walk around as the guy with apple juice down the front of your shirt.
They must have a wardrobe. They must have a place where they put their pants and socks and toothbrush shivs and all sorts. That's a weapon. The toothbrush shiv.
Prison shivs.
Is that like a little Derringer pistol? Sergeant Hal Birchfield.
Oh, everyone had those mustaches back in the... When are they coming back?
I can't really grow a mustache very well, so I'd be a bit upset if that happened.
Really?
I have a mustache, but it's a bit of a Howard Hughes sort of like pencil mustaches.
Hold on a minute. Let me have a look at this. Oh, yeah.
See what I mean? I've got what I like to call the anti-Hitler. I can't grow it in the middle.
I don't know if this is racist.
Okay, continue.
Have you ever noticed how people from Eastern Europe tend to have that sort of facial hair? The same sort of facial hair that you do?
To be honest, I can't say I have noticed that, but I'm willing to go ahead with it.
Serbian man.
All these men have thick mustaches, so I'm not sure your theory
Slavic
holds.
man. Yeah, no, it's all falling apart real quick.
I'm amazed that you've typed in Slavic man and none of them are squatting.
You know what? This theory sucks. These people will have regular moustaches. I don't know why you proposed it, to be honest. It's kind of racial and it's not true. While we're on racist things, I've got one more.
Go on. Yeah, please, continue.
Have you ever noticed that Asian people, when they park their car, always park their car backwards into the car space?
That... I cannot say that I've spent enough time observing other people parking, let
Here's
alone...
my experience, right? I live near a pretty Asian suburb. Right, I love it. I love going down there, shopping there all the time. Where you normally see people parking, they just, drive forward, straight in. But for some reason, every time the local residents here park, they reverse in. And I'm thinking, like, is it something they are culturally taught that has some sort of advantage? Okay, in an emergency, you can drive out faster. Is that what it's about? Is it like, oh, I want to show off my car? Yeah, look at the front, much nicer.
That's interesting. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it is representative of a culture that forward plans.
Ordinary things, bigot confirmed. If you're done with your...
Actually,
here in America, a lot of people with pickup trucks like to do that.
a lot of it is it's easier getting out.
There we go.
Back out when depending on what the traffic is like where you're at.
Gotcha.
If you can do that, it's easier just getting out. Now,
so when you're,
you called me, I believe, a douchebag for parking like that the other day.
Yes, I did. I said, hey, this is good douche parking. Because you were able to do that very well. And you know what? I do not begrudge you for it.
See? When we left, we just got in, pulled out and went.
Because, I mean, when you get to a spot, you're either going to... I guess a lot of people think, you know what? Let me just get rid of the backing out first. And that way I can just drive forward. Is that it?
Yeah.
All right, see? Mischief managed. Now we know. And it's not just people in pickup trucks.
No.
Dave.
No. I don't always do that. I just thought, especially...
I was impressed.
And where that location was at, I thought, well, it'll just be easier to just leave because we're almost right near the exit there. So just pull straight forward and around and out. And to be honest with you, the backup camera kind of helped.
But you know what? It worked. You were able to put that.
I like the way you handle your rig.
I'm being stared at by my youngest daughter. Yes, we are recording. And now she's backing out. But I believe she said hi.
Hey, tell her I said hi.
He said hi as well.
Thank you.
And thank you guys. Let's get back.
Yes.
A racist tirade, ordinary things. I'd like to move back onto the topic at hand.
I do have an Asian.
Just because you have an Asian
story.
friend does not make you not racist.
Have you ever been to Cambodia?
No, I haven't.
When I was there back in the day, I got in their taxi and the guy was like, "Oh, you're new here?" And I was like, "Yeah, obviously." And then he said, "Do you want to go to the firing range?" And I was like, "Yes." You can use a machine gun. You can use some handguns. I was like, "That's sick." And then
I thought that was an American thing.
It was just like, if you've got $200 American, you can even fire a rocket launcher at a cow.
No way. You see
what?
This, right?
I will admit that the option did intrigue me, but I was pretty broke back then, so and also it would have been a bit gross and maybe I would have felt a bit ashamed of myself. Don't get me wrong, I went. I didn't use the rocket launcher, but I did hock a grenade, which was fun.
Cow killer confirmed. Oh, you threw a grenade? What was that like?
Yeah, it was great.
Was it spooky?
I was scared. The guy, he could tell.
Oh god, this nervous Englishman is gonna drop it into his shoe or something.
But I also saw the pen where they had all the sheep and cows.
Oh no, their little nervous faces. I'd be nervous that like the pin wouldn't want to come out that easily, and so I'd hold it in one hand and then pull the pin, but then I'd also pull the grenade out of my hand at the same time.
Yeah.
If you were to just play football with a grenade, would it ever explode as long as the pin didn't come out?
I think not, because the whole point, if I recall, the pin is creating a chemical reaction with something like a piece of metal that something's connecting.
Yeah. Okay, I've got a better question. You pulled out the pin, right?
Yeah.
Do you think you would be capable of pulling that out with your teeth?
No.
Really?
It wasn't quite like a key of a car, but it was like there was a bit more of a mechanism to it. Yeah.
Interesting. Because I've seen that with, like, you know, there's Tom Cruise at the end of that movie that's on the screen right now, and he's got like a mouthful of grenade pins at the end. And I've defeated the big bad. And I was always wondering, like, oh, I bet that's not that easy to do.
They are amazing.
I didn't realize you had the expertise.
If I'm completely honest, I didn't really feel like much of expertise. I could only afford one.
It's funny, the guy who's editing this, he's ex-army.
Oh, really?
So he's probably like laughing at us right now, because I'm sure he's got all sorts of experience with like grenades and tanks and shit.
Tanks? I'd like to drive a tank. That would, I mean, wherever lets me do that, that would be sweet.
You can't drive one over a cow. Would you go back to Cambodia now?
Yes, if only for the breakfast. The Cambodian breakfast is exceptional.
Really? Why?
It's like pork and rice, but my god, the pork is absolutely delicious. My core memory of the 3 weeks I spent there was just like getting up every morning and being like, another breakfast, please, delicious, yum yum.
I gotta tell you, there's no breakfast food that I like, but in like Asian countries, it's like, what's for breakfast? Well, like duck and chili on rice with some green beans. Yeah, perfect.
You're setting yourself up for the morning. You should be loading up. The biggest meal of the day should be in the morning. That's when I start my morning. I have sausage, eggs, bacon, the whole 9 yards. I just get up and cram my little gullet with food.
I also wonder whether it's like the cuisine that is in Europe and in Western societies required so much preparation that there were only certain things that you could get done by breakfast time.
Yes, I think in other countries, it's someone's job to get up really early and cook for like everyone else. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're trying to say. It's that you didn't drive a tank in Cambodia because they park them all backwards.
Oh, here we go.
Excalibur, sword in the stone.
What's the one that's found in a lake with a lady?
That is also Excalibur. I think one of the stories is that when King Arthur dies, he just like tosses it in a lake.
Ah, no man can pull the sword from this stone. These strong men come along and they're pulling at it and smudging up the handle. Up comes Arthur. Oh, please.
Oh, go on then, sir. Can I ever go on the swording the jig?
Oh, we'll all be laughing at you, kid, but go on. I guess he lubes it up and then he just pulls it out.
Yeah, easy for him. That's the idea, isn't it? That means he gets to be king, which is an interesting system of governance. I reckon we should go back to whoever's the strongest gets to be the leader.
I like that idea. Once in a while, I do see someone who's kind of weak and pathetic, and I think, why do you get to be in charge?
I think it should be whoever's the strongest or who's ever slept with the most women.
Hey, now you're thinking. But how would you prove that you would sleep with the most number of women in order to become the king?
I just like the idea that a guy would show up and just be like, yeah, I'm running for president, and here is a list of 50 women, you can call them up. Here's a few kids that look like me for proof.
Like a bad list of reference.
Yeah.
Hey, can I use you as a reference? Yeah.
What, are you running for presidency? Instead of having a sex scandal, he would be like, yeah, it turns out he wasn't having that many affairs.
Oh, no, he was loyal to his wife. What's going on?
Get him out of there.
How hard is it to put a sword in a stone?
That's a really good point.
That would be much more difficult than pulling it out of the stone. So the guy who put it in there, that should be the guy who's the king. Okay, what else we got for mystical weapons? Poseidon has a trident.
Poseidon's trident, good one, yeah. So he can command the sea with that, can't he? He can, like, make the waves move, make the fish fuck each other, something like that.
If your trident controls the ocean, what's the point of, like, the pointy bit? Like, he's not using the trident as well as a weapon, right? Wait, what's the point of a trident?
That's a good point. Yeah, actually, what is a trident got to do with the sea?
What is a trident? Is it used for catching fish?
I don't know.
Yeah, I never thought about this. Is a three-pronged spear is used for spearfishing.
No way.
Okay.
I guess it does make sense. If you're, like, going at a school of fish, you want as many prongs as you can get.
Yeah. What you'd really want is a 5-pronged spear, right? Because, see, this is 2D.
Explain why is 5 better than... No.
Okay, hold on. It goes down like that.
Yeah, I'm with you so far.
Now, if you've got a spear that goes like this, then, oh shit, I missed it. Or the fish was over here, and so I missed it. So what they're doing is they're making 2 more prongs.
Nice.
But that's only 2D. What you really want is 5, because...
Yeah, I mean, that is superior.
Prophecy is true.
Awesome.
I think, in contrast to this extremely bloodthirsty and violent episode, we should walk through a meadow holding hands into the sunset.
Yeah, we'll do that for about 3 seconds until the editor gets bored. Yeah.
No, all right. Outro.
Right, first thing I'm going to do is fill in that mustache gap.
No, stop it.
I've got a permanent marker in one hand, and I'm holding your head down with the other.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm hacking the mainframe, and I'm going to turn your webcam on.
No, don't.
Hey, everyone, he's a furry. He's wearing his fursuit now.
How about this, right? I'm going to be an unsuspecting victim, and you are going to be an assassin.
Brill. Okay.
And if you manage to kill me, then the episode ends. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep rambling.
Okay, well, I'm coming up behind you with a plastic bag, manhunt style.
You can't just walk into my house. I keep the door locked.
That's why I kicked it in with my muscles.
I heard that. Now I've run up to my panic room. I'm on the phone with the police.
Don't worry, the police are in my pocket.
Bribed the entire police.
It was easy. Now I'm going to put some C4 round the corners of your panic room, and I'm going to blow this bitch up. Button press.
I now open the door with my scythe, and I begin to sweep at your legs.
Ah!
Swish, swish. Now the hunter has become the hunted.
Get away. I'll swat your hand away and pull out a funky-looking knife.
Oh no, it's got dog do on the end of it.
Get away.
All right.
Get in your panic room.
I'm now running up the stairs and doing a very difficult action for the editor to keep up with.
Don't worry, I'll make it easier for you by flinging a shuriken into the back of your head.
Yeah, I like the idea that I'm running away, right? And mid-sentence...
We've got to end this episode, and I'm going to end it by ending you.
Okay.
I break down your door, and I start throwing some shurikens at you.
Ah, too late. I have picked up a wooden table and...
Well, that's okay, because that was just my distraction for my real plan, which is to feed you this delicious poisoned apple. You cannot resist its juicy goodness.
I already had breakfast.
Oh, what did you eat?
It was some duck, some chili, and some green beans from Cambodia.
Oh, that sounds absolutely delicious. I've really lost the appetite for murder. Would you instead like to hold hands and have a delicious Cambodian breakfast?
That sounds lovely. Maybe we could kill a cow as well, like you did in Cambodia.
That is not canon.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't a cow, it was a child.
Canon.
A small Cambodian refugee. They had survived a much worse country and finally made it to Cambodia. The place where they could finally prosper, but then they ended up in a hole, receiving The bad end of a grenade from ordinary things.
This is rubbish. Let's try something else.
Yeah. Everyone, go to your computer right now. Type in tickets to Syria.
Comma.
What happens if I destroy my passport? How do I renounce my citizenship?
How to buy ammo on deep/dark web.
How to smuggle cash on plane.
Do X-rays detect LSD? They don't. Saved you a Google there.
Wow. What's like a shitty version of Pablo Escobar?
No outro this time. Video is over.
That's great.
Some weird recommended videos there. Which one do you want to watch?
We should watch one of my videos on the main channel. I like watching myself and listening to myself.
Yeah, me too. Is one of my videos in the recommended? No? Oh, that's fine. Doesn't matter.
No, I haven't watched your videos in ages. No. Is it just me? Or do you also have, like, tremendous contempt for the audience?
Hate them. Can't stand them.
Like, I hate the fans.
They're the worst. I want to turn a weapon on them and then onto myself.
I just want to tell them, fuck off.
Oh no, the video's still going.
Someone just turned on the lounge. Quick, cause a distraction.
Quickly.
Uh-oh. Now the Spanish version of the same video has started playing. Wait, quick, what's the Spanish word for weapons?
Armas. Armas! Kesca, armas!
Oh, I was about to do that.
Now I'm doing the
You stole my bed.
doing the Spanish intro, baby.
Okay, maybe something like, welcome to this Spanish version. It is exactly the same content. Instead, it is a lot sexier. A beautiful weather woman has entered the room, and we shall make sweet music together. Bing, 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 bing. And then it's like back on the maracas. Fuck, this is going to be a 10-minute outro.
And then I drown myself in the toilet, Hitman style.
All right, bye, ordinary thing.
Yeah, that's just fun.
Yeah, they are.
Lordy. That's just awesome. Thank you,
Yes,
Dave.
that
I
was
needed
a
that.
nice laugh.
Yes.
And entertainment for the evening here. I've been thinking for a while, I'm like, we need to get back to some of their videos because it's been a little while. And we need to laugh.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. I tend to agree. 100%.
And we will soon, in one of these upcoming nights of taping, we will do our debate.
Oh, yeah, that's coming. Okay, Dave, let me ask you this. Now that weapons are on our mind, what 3 weapons from either fantasy or reality, if you could take into battle, what would they be?
That is a great question. But you know what?
What?
I say we table that for an hour 15 minutes next time.
Okay.
So,
yes,
keep an eye out for that. There will be an hour 15
there we go.
minutes coming out at some point
with
us
extra violence.
There you go, with extra violence.
Extra violence.
We will be discussing 3 favorite weapons, I guess.
I'm just saying. Not that, hey, I mean, I'm a, I mean, I'm a peaceful kind of guy.
Yeah.
Let's make love, not war.
I'm worried what kind of weapon he's going to bring up.
There we go. Anyway, that was fun. That was fun, Dave. I'm just saying.
It was. Yes, it was. Let us know your thoughts down below. And
have fun?
Suggestions and stuff. At some point, we are actually going to start doing some regular comment or suggestion videos as well.
Yep, could happen.
I'm waiting for that gentleman right over here, whichever direction. See, I'm not looking at the screen, so I'm not sure which way I'm pointing here.
I'm over here.
Waiting for that gentleman.
Waiting for me to do what?
Come up with some ideas.
How about 3 weapons you would take?
No, you said you were going to come up with some videos for me to react to. Ones that
Holy crow! I did say that. All right.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
keep reminding him in the comments out there. Ask him if he's done that yet. And we
It's
also
for the
have,
best.
we have what I am actually really looking forward to, because it will be a nice throwback for us. We have a competition coming up where we're going to come up with the questions for each other.
You were going to kick my ass. Oh, is this the music one?
Yes.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah, check this out.
This-
What are the rules, Dave?
Okay. We each come up with 10 lyrics. 3 that we consider easy. 4 that we consider medium. 3 that we consider hard. These are lyrics of songs that we have heard live. And we get 1 point for getting the right band.
You are going
2
to
points
kick my
for
ass.
getting the song. And
just the bands that we've seen live.
yes, just the bands that we've seen live and the songs that we've seen live.
Yes. Oh,
And with that, we will also come up with a hint relative to each question that we can give the other if the other asks for the hint. If they ask for a hint, it'll be 1 less point total for them for getting that right. How does that sound?
Sure. I think it sounds fine. So, wow.
An example might be if I come up with a lyric that is a lyric from the Mongolian group The Who.
Yes, shuk shuk.
One, it might be a little obvious when I'm saying the lyric in Mongolian to him.
True, but that could be one of your easies.
If I come up with a hint that might be Stone Pony.
Oh, yeah, that'd be Al Glover.
Or my hint could be a little bit more off than that, like Bruce Springsteen drinks here.
All right, I'm in. That sounds like fun. Yes.
So look out for that one. We're also going to do our hour 15 minutes with those 3 weapons. We
Why not?
have our debate coming up, and
True.
many, many more reactions to come.
The debate should be fun.
Yes.
You know, I mean, DC versus Marvel.
Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and others. But, you know, it's much better than, like, look at some of the stuff Marvel has tried to put out there. Look at some of those lousy movies they've had. Look at some of those lousy TV shows they've had. Come on. Arrow, you got a guy that can't even act.
That's DC, Dave.
Arrow is DC?
Yes. I hate to break it to you.
I thought that was all part of the Marvel universe.
No, it is not.
Wow.
Marvel is the what is that word I'm looking for? The franchise that's succeeding.
So Flash is
DC.
DC?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. So now you see just how badly I am going to lose this debate.
It was funny. We were on South Street recently, and we were at a place called Atomic Comics, and I'm like, this is amazing. This is great. I have a friend of mine who's now passed, Sean. Godspeed, brother. Sean Reagan, good man. He used to tell me about Atomic Comics down on South Street. It's this independent comic book shop. Yeah, they have DC and Marvel, sure, all comic book shops do, but there's a lot of independence, and we're there. And just when was that, Dave? This past weekend, right?
That was yes.
Yes. So we're in there, and I look up and there's a section on Alan Moore, and I went, oh man, Alan Moore, and Dave's like, is he Marvel or DC? And I said, no. And you said, who's Alan Moore? And I pulled him aside and I said, you don't say that here. This is church. What are you, embarrassing us? This is holy ground.
He won't take me into comic shops anymore.
Oh man, back in the day, remember, Dave? I used to drag you to places, and I'd be like, I got to get some comics, and you'd be like, all right. Oh man, fun stuff.
That was fun stuff.
Oh God, yeah.
So we have many more things coming up.
We do.
A way for you to know, and this again is all entirely if you feel so inclined. Like, comment, subscribe, and click on that little bell over there. You'll get notifications when we have new videos out. That's always appreciated.
But we don't. We're not pushy with that. We just don't. We're not gonna twist your arm to do something like that.
Exactly.
That's CAD-like behavior.
We're here having a good time.
That's true, and we're just thankful that you're along here with us. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Yeah, it's part of the fun. We're all in this together.
Yes, we are. And because we're all in this together, we should all be good to each other.
Very true. Very true.
Because that will just make this world better.
You are
and
not
I think
kidding.
that's what we want.
Indeed, indeed. And in the process, stay healthy. Stay healthy. Take care of yourself. Take care of others. And good way to do that is wear a damn mask. I'm just saying.
Also a flashback to Saturday.
Yeah.
We may have inadvertently been at a super spreader event without knowing it. That's all we'll say on that.
Well, at this particular juncture, yes.
Yes.
But hey, you know what? Our mantra, or rather, it's my mantra, and I'm pretty sure Dave is along with me on that, is trust the science.
Yes.
Just saying. So
it'll help us get to the point where we barely remember this whole COVID thing, whatever that was.
What a great day that'll be. What a great
Yes.
day. I mean, there are grandparents and great grandparents out there that are like, polio was horrible. Horrible. And today it's like, polio? What's that? Well, you know what? I want that to be the same thing for our children's children. I want them to be able to say, COVID? What's that? You know?
I think
that'd
I
be
saw
nice.
it in the history books.
Exactly. That's where it needs to be.
Yeah.
But that requires us to be involved. So do what's right. Don't don't be so damn selfish. Get yourself a damn shot.
And in other news.
Yes. Hey.
Also.
Yes.
While he continues to ramble over there, I will cut in a little bit here. I feel a little bit like, what was that, Brett Myers? Or Zach Myers. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of the baseball player.
Oh.
If you remember my reference or not.
Well, Mike Myers I'm very familiar with. Oh, you mean Mike Myers from Halloween?
No, Zach Myers.
Oh, I don't know Zach Myers.
Sure you do.
I do.
But we'll get back to that. Anyway, as always,
yes.
Keep your eyes to the sky.
Yes.
Because you might see something amazing.
And, of course, oh, that's loud, your ear to the ground. Because you might hear Zach Myers.
Yes, and he will be playing guitar.
That's right.
Thank you, guys. Take care.
Thank you. Peace.